The Raptors look to take charge, and we're bringing it to you live from Toronto here on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan along with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry, our terrific analysts, and David Aldridge is our sideline reporter. Well, for the Wizards, they come into tonight's game after the loss to the Houston Rockets. And Darko Rajakovic calls timeout. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with this guy. There should be plenty of action down in the painted area tonight, Greg, with the big man matchup in this one.
Yeah, I love to see skilled bigs dueling down low. Kind of a throwback in some ways, but there's still plenty of physicality in the modern game.
Ingram wide open. Drills the three-pointer.
You're getting more and more consistent, which means more dangerous as Brandon Ingram knocks down three.
Outside, George trying to come right back with the three of his own. It's no good. Nowitzki outside. Pass to Barnes. Good ball movement here by the Raptors. And the dunk by Poeltl.
How about Poeltl, the Austrian Hammer?
Fox goes in. He gets it in there.
Always fun to look at. Not tremendously efficient, but the floater, boy, those sure are pretty.
And just about a minute into the first quarter. Now Ingram. Shot clock at 6. Nowitzki, that's for 2. And there are the Raptors with another bucket.
Better to be lucky than good. Got that shot to fall.
George looking around. And going out of bounds. Last touch by Barnes. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Spoke earlier with Darko Rajakovic. He had a list of concerns coming in tonight, not the least of which was matching up with De'Aaron Fox. He said it's not just the speed, though that obviously is an issue. It's that Fox has also become so good at dictating tempo and getting you to play his style. That's something they can't allow. Kevin?
Thanks, David. Nowitzki for 3. Connects from three-point range. Nowitzki's got 5 points so far.
And early on, they looked great. They've made all 4 of their shots to start this game.
It's Dumars on the wing. A pass to Fox. Clock at 6. Back to Dumars. And Poeltl sends it back.
Poeltl, a very skilled defender, using that size and length to send that one back.
Barnes outside. And here is Poeltl. And he uses the glass on the layup. Poeltl's got his second bucket.
Man, they're making everything and look confident. 5 shots, 5 makes.
For Jakob Poeltl, his parents paved the way for him to become a professional athlete. And I'd say Brent did a good job.
Well, it's a good point, Kevin. They were doing some blocking of their own, just not basketballs like Jakob does. Both of his parents, members of the Austrian national volleyball teams, and building some roofs on some people trying to put down a few slams.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
So good, so experienced, Paul George can convert the toughest of buckets.
Quickly with it. Now guarded by Fox. To the inside. Poeltl. George with the steal. Here's Turner. That falls. Nice speed that time from George.
Traditionally, that's how you want to finish the break, right at the rim.
Yeah, anything other than a layup in that situation, probably disappointing. Had numbers, took advantage.
Now here's Barnes. Still scoreless.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Good job to recognize the opportunity. That's just very solid offense.
Here's Fox to the middle. Out to Turner. Wizards need to get a shot off here. Good. George has got 7 points in the game.
Unlike a lot of wings, George really has no problem stepping inside the line and scoring around the hoop.
Pass to Nowitzki. And here's Ingram from the arc. The rebound by Turner.
Well, the D really getting away with one there. No one on him. And that's going to be good 9 out of 10 times.
Outside, George from past the arc. Sinks the triple. 10 points for him.
Now that basket must be widening out right now. He's making almost every shot he's putting up this quarter.
Fox with the steal. And Barnes sends it back.
Ooh, the swat by Barnes. He's got that ability to put up big block numbers.
Here's Dumars. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. A pass to Fox. Here's Barrett. Rebounded by the Wizards. Right side, Fox. The Wizards with another miss.
His touch from mid-range, that's almost always good. That won't shake his confidence.
And that concludes a high-scoring first quarter.
The Wizards. 14.
And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for the Wizards.
And right from the jump, they've been working hard to establish themselves inside, using agility and power to get shots in the paint.
Love the passing that they displayed at the start of the game. Great ball movement that's opening up some chances without really getting deep into the execution.
Pass to Filipowski. Dick in the corner. Takes the three. Hands it from downtown.
It does so much out there to stretch out the defense when he's out on the perimeter, and he drains the triple.
And it's Nevitt missing.
I don't think the defense does enough out there to bother him. I think that one's all on him. Just a flat-out miss.
Barrett, no good. Washington trailing. Pass to Beverly. Here's Nevitt. Beverly with the ball. Here's the floater. Shot by Champagnie, no good. There's a good screen. Here's Walter. A three-pointer off the mark. And so Beverly will bring it up for Washington. Here's Nevitt. Filipowski grabs the board. Outside, Barrett fires away from way outside. Offensive rebound. Pass to Walter. 5 to shoot. Driving inside. The rim-rattling two-handed jam.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. Here's Thor. And another miss by Washington. Raptors leading by 3. Dick with it. Scoreless thus far. Basket good. It feels like every season, Brent, we set a record for pace in the NBA. Why do you think that is?
Well, I don't know, Kevin, if it's every team that's seeking pace. Although in every coach's press conference, you'll hear about them talking about playing faster and wanting to get out in transition. But that's where you take advantage of defenses most. Look, if you got a young team, open up the floodgates and let them run. Probably more success coming your way.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Down low and out of bounds as the Raptors gain possession.
That's just poor communication between those two. The passer has to make sure his teammate is established, and the teammate has to know the pass is coming. See, that's communication.
1:58 left to play here in the half. Nailed from three-point land. Lepowski's got 6 points.
And this is right around the time when one team might start to pull away.
Yeah, this team is looking to add to the lead, trying to put the other team away, and threatening here.
Off target from outside. Wizards trailed by 6. Here's Nevitt. Takes it off the glass. Nevitt's got 6 here in this quarter.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
That's good by Filipowski.
And Kevin, they dialed up their activity this quarter. We're seeing them convert a lot of those second chance opportunities.
Here's Nevitt. Beverly looking around. Here's Nevitt. He's got 6. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team. So both teams making some changes here.
Substitution on the court.
Toronto leading by 6. With the drive. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot.
Burst of speed from Quickly, too much for the D to react to.
With every passing season, Quickly's role seems to expand.
Yeah, you know, Kevin, he's had to prove himself over and over. And now that he has, I don't think you find nearly as many doubters as he had when he first came into the league.
George. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
That straight line drive there from Paul George. You love to see him get in that attack mode. Let's see if he can cash in now at the line.
And both free throws good for Paul George. And here are the Raptors now. That'll be the first half of a 2-game trip. Nowitzki outside. The three-pointer no good. Wizards trailed by 6. Outside Turner. Inside. And stolen by Barnes. And in transition, it's Ingram. Here we go. Good, and it's Barnes picking up the assist. Ingram's got 5.
Well, they weren't going to pass up that chance to get out and run following the steal.
Yeah, here's a list of things I don't want to do, and right at the top is guard that guy.
And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Raptors lead by 5. We'll be back shortly, live from Toronto. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Wizards trailed by 5. Outside, Fox. At the elbow, it's George. Now, here's Caruso. Nothing on the board. 6 to shoot. Launches a 3. And Paul George with the 3. George has got the first basket of the second half. That one for the Wizards. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Kevin, thanks. At this point in his career, Paul George says he's in bully mode. He said, every night I'm on the floor, I'm there to dominate. Whether it's being more physical or going right at whoever I got to go at, you're going to feel me. I'm having that approach every time. I'm there to destroy you. Kevin? Wow.
I love it, though, D.A. Got to admit it. Awful powerful. Thank you. And Fox has it in the corner. To the wing on the left. And stolen by Barnes. To the paint. Pass to Ingram. Quickly looking it over. Back to Ingram. Here's Quickly. Defended by Caruso. The Raptors need to get a shot. Barnes can't get it to go. And it's Fox with the ball for the Washington Wizards. They haven't given up any points here in the second half. And it's Fox with the jam.
So good and so dangerous is De'Aaron Fox out in transition.
Here's Filipowski. Misses the three.
You talk about things at halftime and then you come out and you go 0 for 3. I'm sure that wasn't up on the board.
A pass to Fox. Outside Dumars. On the wing, Turner. Nice ball movement by Washington. Fast break, Toronto. Nowitzki with it. Defended by Caruso.
Well, there it is. 0 of 3 to start the half, and finally something finds its way through the net.
You know, whether he's coming off the bench or Brent starting, Emmanuel Quickly can score.
IQ is something else. I mean, he finished second in the Sixth Man of the Year voting in one season. He's capable of putting up 30 as a starter or as a reserve, but it's a unique perspective to sit on that bench, watch the flow of the game, and come in and be impactful. IQ does that.
Here's Caruso. After the Raptors pick up 2. Drains it from beyond the arc. Caruso's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Nowitzki outside. There's 1:54 left in the third quarter. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Pass to Turner. Outside, Fox. From deep, George. Good, and it's Fox who picks up the assist. George has got 18 points.
He's got a lot to do with the position that they're in. A very smart offensive performance tonight from him.
Fox deciding where to go with it. Pass to Turner. And he banks in the layup. Now it's a 4-point Wizards lead.
A big like Turner, just using that height inside, it's almost a lost art.
Now, here's Quickly. Nowitzki for 3. Traps in the tray. He's got 10.
Well, that equals his 3-point total from the first half. He had 1 before the break, and that's his first 3 of this half.
Now, here's Fox. Outside, George. Launches it. Rebound by the Raptors. .29 seconds left to play in the third. It's Nowitzki on the wing. 10 points for him. Pass to Filipowski. No good on the 3. And here is Fox. And here's Dumars outside. For 3, Ingram. 3/4 of play in a close game here. Toronto ahead, up by 2. And we'll have the start of the fourth quarter for you as and with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ballgame. Raptors with the lead. Here's Shed. Pass to Pirtle. Second chance effort. And the layup falls. And the Raptors lead by 4.
Smart to get Pirtle inside with the ball. The big man's so easy to get it at close range.
And it's Brian Keefe calling timeout here. He knows every possession is critical now. And Washington making a change here. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Hey, guys, Brian Keefe reviewing the game plan with his team during that last timeout. He said to his guys, we need to push the pace more. Come on, guys, we're at our best when we're attacking in transition. Energy up now. Back to you guys.
All right, thank you, David. Here's Dumars. A steal. Pass to Dick. Finished off the break. And a chance now to catch up on some numbers with the hustle stats for Toronto.
And they've shown great focus on the defensive end, putting constant pressure on the ball and really disruptive in terms of what they've done defensively.
And all game long, they've been finding blocks. Their focus on strong rim protection has helped stifle the opposing team's offense.
And Fox gets it to go.
The closer that Fox gets inside, the more effective he could say. I guess you could say he's good in the Fox hole.
Pass to Pirtle. Back to Barrett. Just 5 on the clock. Back to Pirtle. Nevitt with the rebound. Wizards trailed by 4. Back to Fox. And we've got a whistle. The refs are indicating it's a transition take foul. It's going to be a shot and the ball.
And you look at Grady Dick's physical gifts, and you see it's all there. Size, length, careful training, and hard work could make him into something special.
Nowitzki outside. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
That's his first.
That one on George. Free throw good, Nowitzki.
At the line for your Raptors, Dirk Nowitzki.
And so Nowitzki nails both of them.
Makes it pretty tough on the defense. Who you're going to pick to send to the free throw line. And he's hitting the free throws right now. Form looks good.
And it's George missing.
Man, I thought he was making that in so close. That's some aggressive defense.
High post, Nowitzki. To the middle. Here's Pirtle. Scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
Just Mr. Reliable again here today, Kevin. I mean, they need his points, and he's producing.
And then George with the jam.
Well, the early years when Paul George came into the league with the Pacers, you wondered how his frame would fill out. It's filled out nicely.
Raptors leading by 6. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the 4th. Barnes left side. Back to Nowitzki. Just 5 to shoot. Ingram outside. This one for 3. Buries the long-range jumper.
Brandon Ingram at that size constantly has a shooting window that's open.
Nobody near George. And right on target. Good. George has got 23 points.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Seems to be nobody standing in his way. No roadblocks for him to get to his spot, capitalize, and continue to be aggressive.
Quickly with it. Now guarded by Fox. Pass to Barnes. Now Nowitzki. Turner covering. Fades back. Here's Pirtle. Goes back up. Couldn't get it to drop. He's now made 5 of 8 shots. Down low. From deep, George. Good on the triple. And now it's just a 4-point Raptor lead.
Paul George stepping up big time.
There's 1:17 left here in the 4th quarter. Nowitzki's shot's good.
And won't find many more games as entertaining as this one.
No, this is about as high octane a game as you're going to find.
And it's Brian Keefe calling timeout here. Coach clearly feeling the necessity to regroup with so much at stake here. inside. Powered down after the assist. Let him into the lane.
Really, he's improving so much in his decision-making and delivering passes.
Ingram deciding where to go with it. It's Ingram on the wing. Stolen by George. And here's the fast break.
Remember that one, guys, a difference maker.
I'm wondering, is that the biggest shot of the game?
The kick out to Barnes. From deep. Laces one from three.
And Barnes keeping calm under pressure.
Fox with it. Picked up by Barrett. From deep, George.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Great communication on the alley-oop. And the Raptors lead by 7.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Yeah, looking for a miracle worker out there is the opposing coaching staff. I don't know that they have one. This game seems to be well in hand.
Outside for George. 6 on the shot clock. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
Now that's the kind of passing right there that makes a difference. Not just in that possession, but maybe on your play for the entire game.
And so the big win by Toronto and